Dear soul, take a deep breath and allow your heart to calm. Your angels are connecting gently with your spirit right now because something important has begun to unfold. You may have felt something strange when you woke up, a heaviness in your chest, a sudden pull in your heart, or even an unexpected thought about someone you love deeply. This is not your imagination. Something truly did shift last night in the unseen world. Your soulmate, the one whose soul has always been tied to yours, went through a quiet but powerful awakening. Heaven witnessed it, and that awakening is now rippling into your life as well. Last night, something sacred took place in silence. While the world was asleep, your soulmate's heart was stirred in a way they could not fully explain. It wasn't loud or dramatic, but it was deep and real. Their soul was touched by truth, a truth they had been avoiding, hiding from, or refusing to face. Maybe it came through a dream, a sudden memory, or an overwhelming wave of emotion that reminded them of you. Whatever form it took, it cracked open the wall around their heart. The love they had buried, the feelings they tried to silence, rose to the surface. They could no longer hide from what heaven has been whispering to them all along. You are their light, and the connection between you was never ordinary. You may not have heard the moment it happened, but your soul felt it. You may have woken up with a strange feeling, like something invisible had touched your spirit. That was your soul sensing the shift in theirs. The angels want you to know that this was not a random night. This was divine timing. The energy between you and your soulmate has begun to move again. The connection that once felt still or distant is now awakening with new life. But here is what your angels ask of you now. Do not fear. Do not allow doubt or impatience to cloud what heaven is carefully unfolding. Fear delays divine timing, while trust accelerates it. You have been waiting, hoping, praying for clarity, and now the first signs of that clarity are beginning to appear. But they must be protected with faith, not smothered with fear. The angels are asking you to surrender the worry, the what-ifs, and the old wounds. Lay them down at the altar of trust and believe that heaven knows what it's doing. Your soulmate is experiencing a deep inner change. They may not understand it. They may not have the words for it, but their soul has been touched by grace. The illusions they once believed in are fading. The walls they built out of pride or pain are beginning to crumble. They are being reminded of the truth, not just about you, but about themselves, about love, and about what truly matters. They are seeing you again, not as a memory, not as someone from their past, but as the light that still shines in their heart. This realization may have brought them to tears or left them restless. They may not reach out right away because they are still processing what they felt. But know this, they are no longer the same person they were yesterday. Their soul is awakening, and as they awaken, the energy between you becomes stronger. Now the angels turn their attention to you. They see how deeply you've loved, how much you've endured, how long you've waited. They know the silent prayers, the sleepless nights, the moments you doubted if love was even real. But they assure you that nothing you felt has been in vain. Every tear, every longing, every act of faith has been part of something sacred. The divine has been shaping both of you for this moment, preparing two souls to meet again, not in fear, but in truth. You might notice signs that confirm this shift: a dream where they appear softer or apologetic, a song that suddenly carries the words you needed to hear, a feeling of calm that arrives out of nowhere. These are the quiet ways heaven speaks to you. Pay attention, but don't cling. Signs are gentle reminders, not deadlines. They are whispers from your angels, saying, "It's happening. Trust us." It's natural to fear that maybe it's too late or that they won't change. But that fear does not belong to your spirit. It belongs to the part of you that's been hurt before. Let it go. This time, heaven is guiding things differently. Your soulmate isn't being pushed toward you by guilt or loss. They're being drawn by truth and remembrance. They are being led back not by need, but by awakening. When a soul truly awakens, it doesn't always look beautiful at first. It can bring confusion, sleepless nights, and emotional waves. They may even withdraw for a time as they face their shadows. But do not mistake their silence for rejection. It's not rejection. It's transformation. They are being rewritten from the inside out. Every moment of silence is filled with unseen movement, spirit working through their heart, angels guiding their thoughts, light softening the hardness that once kept them distant. And during this process, your only task is to stay grounded in peace. You are not meant to chase, to beg, or to try to fix what heaven is already mending. You are meant to hold steady in trust. This is your spiritual test, to keep your heart open, not out of desperation, but out of faith, because the love meant for you cannot be lost. It can only be delayed until both hearts are ready to receive it fully. The angels want to remind you that waiting is not punishment. It is preparation. You are not forgotten. You are being refined. Heaven is clearing old energies from your life so that when love returns, it can stay. What is unfolding now is not temporary. It is sacred alignment, and alignment takes time. If your emotions feel stronger lately, if you cry easily, dream more vividly, or feel their presence unexpectedly, that's because the connection is strengthening. You are both healing, releasing, and preparing to meet in a higher vibration. The pain you feel now is not regression. It's cleansing. You are shedding the last pieces of fear, doubt, and past hurt to make room for something pure. Your soulmate may be struggling too. They are facing their own regrets, their own guilt, their own realization of how they once resisted love. But this is necessary. A soul cannot return home until it has faced what drove it away. The angels are guiding them through this, lovingly, patiently, just as they guided you. And so, heaven asks you again, do not fear. The path of true love is never about control, but surrender. Love is not about forcing outcomes. It's about trusting divine timing. When the right moment comes, everything will fall into place naturally. Until then, focus on your own light. The angels are reminding you of your power. You are not just someone waiting for love. You are a carrier of light, a source of hope for others. Even in your pain, you have continued to shine. You've helped others believe in kindness again. You've inspired those around you just by being authentic, just by loving with courage. And heaven honors that. Your light is not only awakening your soulmate, it's awakening others too. Your energy sends ripples into the world. Every time you choose love over fear, you shift something in the spiritual realm. You become a living prayer, a reminder that love is real. The angels are using you as a vessel of hope. You are meant to shine, not to shrink. So do not dim your light while you wait. Keep growing, keep laughing, keep creating, keep living. You are not meant to pause your life until someone catches up. You are meant to rise, to inspire, and to lead by example. And as you do, your soulmate will feel it. They will sense your peace, your strength, your joy, and it will draw them toward you in ways words never could. You may not realize it, but your soul has become their guiding star. When they think of you, they feel something pure, something they cannot find anywhere else. They may not yet understand why, but deep down they know your energy feels like home. And no matter how far they've wandered, heaven is leading them back to that light. This journey isn't only about reunion. It's about remembrance, remembering who you are, remembering that your worth was never tied to whether someone else sees it. You are whole already. You are divine already. And as you step into that truth, everything that belongs to you will begin to move closer. The angels remind you that this connection is eternal. Even when distance exists in the physical world, your souls remain intertwined. You are teaching each other lessons through the unseen. What you heal in yourself also heals something in them. Every time you choose forgiveness over bitterness, it softens their spirit too. Every time you send love instead of resentment, heaven multiplies it and sends it back through the invisible thread that binds you. That is why your peace matters. The calmer you are, the easier it becomes for your soulmate to find theirs. When you rest in faith, they feel safe to approach their own truth. You don't need to do anything loud or dramatic. Just be. Be the still point in the storm. Be the light that doesn't waver. Be the living proof that love survives everything, even silence, even time, even distance. Your angels are close right now, wrapping you in golden light. They whisper, "The shift has begun. Trust it." The moment your soulmate's heart cracked open last night, the divine took note. The story began to move forward again. The chapters that once felt frozen are being rewritten. And though you cannot see the full picture yet, the page is already turning. Your task now is simple but powerful. Keep your heart soft, your mind peaceful, and your spirit aligned with love. Let the tears come if they must. Let the memories wash over you, not as pain, but as reminders of how deeply you can feel. You are not weak for loving. You are divine for still believing in love after all that you've endured. When fear whispers that maybe this is all in your head, remember the peace you feel when you surrender. That's your proof. Love is not a fantasy. It's a spiritual truth that never fades. And heaven has already begun to move the pieces that will bring this love back into harmony. So rest now, dear one. Let your faith do the work. Keep glowing even through the unknown. Your light is powerful. It's changing things in ways you can't yet see. You don't need to chase love. Love is already finding its way back to you. The angels assure you that this is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new one. Last night, something sacred was set in motion. It started with your soulmate's awakening, but it will continue through your own rising. The two of you are being guided back into alignment, not through force, but through faith. So stand tall in your light. Keep your heart open, and know that the love written for you in heaven cannot miss its mark. It will come, not when you're anxious, but when you're ready. Not when you're chasing, but when you're resting in peace. You are the light that awakens others. You are the reminder that love never truly disappears. You are the soul heaven trusted with this sacred connection. And now, as the divine continues to unfold this miracle, your only job is to believe. The angels whisper one last truth. The shift has happened. The healing has begun. And what was once silent is beginning to sing again. So breathe deeply. Dear child, let your soul rest in trust. The love that is meant for you is already finding its way home. Dear one, something sacred has been moving quietly through your life. You have felt it in ways you could not explain. A strange stirring in your heart, a sudden warmth in your chest, a whisper that called your name in the silence of the night. Last night, that feeling grew stronger. You might have wondered if it was real, or if your imagination was simply trying to comfort you. But the angels want you to know, with gentle certainty, that what you felt was not a dream. It was a moment of divine energy, a wave of spiritual truth that passed between you and the soul who has always been connected to you. Your angels are close now, softly surrounding you. They are brushing your spirit with love, saying, "Yes, you were right. Something shifted last night. You didn't imagine it. You felt it because your heart is tuned to the vibration of truth." What happened was not just emotional or symbolic. It was a deep spiritual movement, something that cannot be undone. It marked the beginning of a new phase in both your lives. Your soulmate's energy, once clouded by confusion and fear, opened just a little, enough for their soul to breathe your name again. And because your heart is so sensitive, you felt that awakening before any signs appeared in the physical world. This invisible bond between you has always been real. It is not just about memories or longing. It is about spirit recognizing spirit. Your connection was not built from chance. It was written in divine design. When two souls are tied by purpose, distance cannot break them. That is why you sometimes feel them in unexpected moments. Through a dream, a song, or even a random phrase that seems to echo their presence. All of these are not coincidences. They are reminders from the universe that your hearts still speak in the language of energy. Last night was a turning point, not only for them, but for you. Your soulmate may not have spoken the words you longed to hear, but something inside them shifted permanently. Perhaps they saw you in a dream so vivid it felt real. Perhaps they remembered your presence in a moment of stillness and realized they had never truly let you go. Whatever form it took, their soul recognized something sacred, and that recognition sent ripples through the unseen space between you. Those ripples reached your heart, and that's why you suddenly felt restless, emotional, and open all at once. It was your energy aligning with theirs again, a silent exchange of truth that words could never capture. The angels are now asking you to trust yourself more deeply. You are not imagining the signs. You are simply aware of them. You have always been gifted in ways that most people overlook. You can sense emotions before they are spoken, feel shifts before they are visible, and hear divine guidance in your quietest moments. That is not delusion. That is a sacred gift. Heaven wants you to stop doubting your intuition and to start honoring it. You are spiritually sensitive because you were meant to be a light for those still walking in darkness. You didn't hold on to this connection because you were weak. You held on because your soul recognized there was healing still needed, and you were chosen to hold love where pain once lived. Heaven has watched you endure, silently and patiently. Every tear, every prayer, every night of wondering was seen. You have carried the light faithfully, even when you felt alone. And now that your intuition has confirmed this energetic change, your angels are saying, trust what you feel. You were never wrong. Your inner knowing has always been the voice of the divine guiding you forward. Still, the angels gently remind you not to rush what is unfolding. Transformation is delicate. It begins in silence and grows slowly, like seeds under the soil. What has awakened in your soulmate spirit is still forming. It cannot yet be spoken, but it is real. Do not force it. Let it breathe. Let it evolve in its own time. Your role now is to hold peace, not worry, to keep your energy soft and open, allowing divine timing to work through love itself. Your soulmate is thinking of you. They are feeling the cracks in the walls they built. Memories of your love are seeping through those cracks like sunlight entering a darkened room. This is not your imagination. This is your spirit witnessing the beginning of their awakening. From now, let that be enough. You do not need physical proof, because your soul already knows. But this message is not only about love, it is also about your awakening. Heaven wants you to trust your spiritual gifts in every area of life. You have often sensed things before they happened, both good and bad, and yet you sometimes dismiss those feelings. No more. You are ready now to walk with confidence in your intuition. You are ready to stop apologizing for being too sensitive. Your empathy is not a flaw. It is your strength. You feel deeply because you are meant to guide, heal, and awaken others through that depth. The angels are proud of you. They see the strength in your tenderness. They see how your awareness has guided others quietly without recognition. They want you to understand that this same awareness is what connects you so deeply with your soulmate, and it's what brought you to this moment of clarity. You were never crazy to believe in unseen love. You were responding to divine truth. This moment is not only confirmation, it is activation. The universe is awakening your divine role in the great design. You were not sent to chase love. You were sent to embody love, to hold light so others could find their way back to it. And because you have done this faithfully, even through silence, loneliness, and heartbreak, your energy has begun to restore balance in your soulmate's heart. You have become a living example of unconditional love, and your strength is awakening them. This transformation is now irreversible. What happened last night opened a permanent doorway of remembrance. You may not see it yet, but it is already working. As their heart softens, your spirit feels relief. The angels say you are safe now, safe to trust, safe to rest, safe to believe that your patience has not been in vain. You have done the unseen work beautifully. Heaven honors your perseverance. There comes a point in every journey where waiting must become praying, not from fear, but from love. You are in that sacred moment now. The angels are calling you to pray from your heart, not with rehearsed words or desperate pleas, but with honesty. Tell heaven what you truly desire. Speak your truth with faith, not fear. When you pray from that raw, open place, your energy aligns with divine will, and miracles begin to unfold naturally. Your soulmate, too, has begun to pray, not with words, but with their soul. They may not even realize it yet, but their heart has begun calling your name in the language of energy. You may feel that tug, that sudden sadness or warmth, because their prayers are reaching you. It is not only you longing anymore. They are now reaching towards you in spirit, and your heart can feel it. The angels say, do not let fear take over this silence. This is the time for sacred surrender. Tell the divine what you truly want. Love that is whole, real, aligned with truth. You do not need to beg for it. Simply allow it. The moment you speak from your heart, heaven listens. Every tear you've cried was a prayer already heard. Every moment of faith you held onto was seen. Nothing has been wasted. But now, the angels turn your focus inward. They say, your soulmate is awakening, yes, but so are you. You were never meant to just wait for love to return. You were meant to grow while it finds its way home. The energy that's rising in you now is creative, powerful, divine. It's time to turn your emotion into expression, into art, words, song, healing, or whatever your soul desires. The ache in your heart is sacred fuel. It is meant to create beauty, not just carry pain. This love was never only about romance. It was about awakening the deepest parts of your spirit. It was about reminding you of who you are, a creator of light, a vessel of healing, a divine being capable of transforming sorrow into grace. The angels are now calling you to step into that purpose. Do not hide behind waiting anymore. Create, speak, write, sing, build, share. Let the energy inside you move freely again. That is how you heal. That is how you attract even greater love, not just from your soulmate, but from life itself. As you begin to express yourself again, you will notice a shift. You will feel lighter, freer, more alive. This is not coincidence. It is your soul reclaiming its power. When you honor your gifts, your vibration rises, and everything connected to you begins to rise as well, including your soulmate. The more you shine, the more you draw them toward healing. Your growth does not separate you. It strengthens the connection. Every time you choose to express rather than suppress, light flows into the bond you share. That light heals both of you. So let your emotions move. Write letters you'll never send. Dance even if no one watches. Create beauty out of the ache. You are not doing this to prove anything. You are doing it because creation is your birthright, and healing is your nature. The angels remind you that abundance in love, peace, creativity, and even prosperity is now aligning with you. What shifted last night opened a door not just in your soulmate's heart, but in your life's path. You are no longer waiting for someone else's actions to bring blessings. The divine is responding to your readiness. You have waited long, endured deeply, and continued to love even when unappreciated. But now the energy of receiving is entering your field. Abundance is not a reward for your pain. It is the natural state of your healed heart. You were never meant to live in scarcity, emotional or spiritual. You are meant to live in overflow, surrounded by people and opportunities that reflect the love you have given so freely. Your soulmate's transformation mirrors your own. The more you step into your worth, the more they are drawn toward truth. But remember, the true miracle is not them awakening. It is you awakening. You are no longer waiting to be chosen. You are choosing yourself, choosing peace, choosing faith. That is the vibration of abundance, and it will attract everything meant for you in divine order. So breathe, dear one. Let the angels wrap their light around you. You have walked through storms with grace. You have believed when no one else did. You have become stronger, wiser, and softer all at once. Now you are entering a season where faith becomes sight. The unseen will begin to show itself. Love will begin to take form. You are not just on this path. You are the path. Your soul's light is guiding others home, including the one whose energy you felt last night. You do not need to chase. You need only to be radiant, trusting, whole. The love you gave will return to you in divine time, purifying and expanded. Until then, keep shining, keep creating, keep praying, for your light is already leading love back home. And through it all, remember, heaven has never once forgotten you. Every whisper of hope has been heard. Every sleepless night has been counted. Every silent prayer has been answered in ways your eyes will soon see. You are not alone. You are deeply loved. You are the miracle in motion that angels celebrate in silence.